What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get into it. All right. Gang stalking. Ooh. Gang stalking causes victims not to trust friends and family due to lack of belief in their experience. Let's talk about it. Gang stalking causes victims not to trust their friends and family. When something is happening to you and the people that you're explaining your situation to don't believe in you and what you're saying and what you're experiencing, it's going to cause the victim, the person who's enduring all that trauma, to not trust the people who they're telling they're having an issue to. When you are going through something and you're trying to explain to people that what you're going through was difficult, what you're going through is hard, what you're going through it's attacking you mentally and physically, and it's tearing you down, it's destroying you, and people don't believe that. People are telling you you're not tired, you're not going through that. That sounds crazy. You may want to go to see a doctor. All right. That destroys a person's trust in the people that are closest to them, because they're the only people that they can go to seek help. So sometimes these people are not aware of what you're going through, and they're not aware that this is a real thing. All right. Sometimes people, they're just unaware. So you're telling them that you're going through these things. Sometimes they just don't know. Sometimes they do know. Sometimes they're a part of it. All right. Sometimes they know more about it than you know. But unfortunately, if they're not aware of it and you're trying to explain this to them and they're really innocent in the matter, they just don't know what you're going through. They don't know how to help you. It becomes tiring for people when you're explaining the same thing over and over and over again, and they don't know how to get you any help. They don't know how to give you any help. They don't know how to help you, period. It's frustrating for people who love you and don't know how to help you. All right, especially when you say you have a problem and you keep coming to them and you keep telling them that you're experiencing an issue. All right, so the gang stalkers, they have no remorse. They don't care how it affects you. They don't care how it affects your mind. They don't care how it affects your life. These people want to destroy your life. All right. They have been watching you. They see you have a happy family. They see you have a good life. These are people who are obsessed with you. They're obsessed with your turmoil. They're obsessed with your stress. They're obsessed with your destruction. They want to have a part in a good person's life going downhill. They want to see you deteriorate mentally, and they want to see all your relationships go downhill. They want to see your life go downhill, and they want to see you have a miserable life that you hate and that you eventually don't view as worth living. And these people are sick, and they have a sick obsession with their victims. All right. These people want to be you secretly. These people may want to harm you some type of way secretly. They may feel may have done them some type of dirt. Maybe it's somebody who you got the job and they didn't. All right, somebody was upset because you got a position they didn't. You ended up dating someone, they didn't get to date that person. You ended up having a better life. All right, some people are just jealous. Maybe some people just see you and decide that they have it out for you. Whatever reason they feel they need to gang stalk you, it's going to cause you to have some turmoil in your relationships, because you're going to go to try to explain to people what's happening to you. People are going to be doing it right in front of you. They're going to be doing it right in front of your partner. You're going to be like, did you just see that? Your partner may not be aware of it. They may not know. They're going to be like, what are you talking about? So what? That just happened. So what? I didn't see anything. So what? If they're not aware of spiritual warfare, if they're not aware of enemies and what the devil's agents will do to try to prevent God's children from having a normal functional life, then they're not going to understand. Only people who are of the light, only God's children, only other chosen ones will understand. All right. Only people who represent a good idea only people who are represent righteousness, only people who are against the status quo, against the matrix, are going to understand gaslighting. Only people who uh, only people who go against the grain are going to be victims of gaslighting. If you're not going against anything, any social structure views, any type of if you're not going against any type of if you're not going against anything in society, basically, that people see as something that is going to change minds and alter people's views and change people's opinions on the way like their little organization or their little mob is set up, their little gang is set up for their stalking. If you when you go against the status quo, when you go against these organizations and talk about what they're doing and how it's wrong, they're going to have it out for you because you have an unpopular opinion. And when you voice an unpopular opinion and people feel too unpopular about it, it could cause them to want to go after you. It could cause them to make you not work at that job anymore. All right, say you're calling things out, say they're not paying people enough, you're calling that out at that job. Now you have people that are organized against you and they're trying to stop you and make you quit that job. Say say the people in your neighborhood don't want you to live there. Say they feel you're bringing down the property value. They may try to organize a mob against you and get you out the neighborhood because they don't want you living there for whatever reason. Maybe it's a racial issue. Maybe it's property value. Maybe they have something against you because your political views. Who knows? All right. But mostly people who are gang stalked they're going to have victims that hate them for reasons mostly that have to do with God, their belief, the fact that this person has a good spirit, because a lot of gang stalkers have a lot of evil, corrupt spirits. A lot of gang stalkers have a lot of evil, corrupt spirits, and they want other people to suffer because deep down inside they're suffering. These people are lonely. These people are miserable. The act of gang stalking, it takes a lot of time. You have to wait, you gotta watch, you gotta stalk. These are people who don't have anything to do, who don't have much to do with themselves, and they all they do is just sit around all day watching the clock, waiting for you to make a move so they can copy you, so they can appear, so they can reinforce the fact that they're always going to be there in your life. These people don't want to see you happy. And if they can destroy your relationship with your family, if they can destroy your relationship with your friend, your loved one, your significant other, if they could destroy that relationship, they will. All right, I've experienced this firsthand. I've been in relationships where I probably should have kept the gang stalking to myself, but it was so rampant and it was happening so much. They were jealous of me because I was talking to this girl, and they were jealous of me that of how my life was going and how things were working out for me, because I came to the area with nothing, and then I ended up getting blessed. I ended up just doing my normal life, just living my life, God blessing me like he does, and good things happening for me and to me like they do. And the people there saw that. I went from walking to ended up in a car, ended up getting driving around, ended up getting taken care of, ended up being in a better position than I was when I first got there. And my life was changing and moving forward, and everybody else's life was staying the same. So these people were constantly trying to provoke me, constantly trying to agitate me, and I was being reactively abused, and I was giving them reactions because I didn't know any better at the time. And I'm sitting there telling, I'm like, end up damn near fighting people in front of this girl, and it's freaking her out. She's like, "What's wrong with you? What's the matter?" And then they're reinforcing it. "See, we told you he's crazy." And then I'm like, "Yo, you don't even know this person. Why are you even talking to her? Don't even talk to her. You don't even know, you know." And it just ended up not looking good, and it ended up not going the way I wanted to, because this person ended up seeing a side of me that they ended up being scared of, because I was pushed past the point of no return. All right, I ended up handling this situation on my own, when I was able to handle it, but I definitely took care of this situation because I felt a deep hurt. I was deeply hurt about this situation. So I took that hurt and man, I had to take care of it. Okay, I uh, I had to handle that, and because this person caused me to miss out on help. I wasn't able to get rides from this person anymore. I wasn't able to operate and maneuver how I was moving anymore. Ended up losing my job because of this, because I wasn't able to end up getting a ride to work anymore. Right? Like a whole bunch of bad things happened because of this. And now those people at that place were able to see what they caused and how they were able to affect me. Now they're laughing at me. Now they're talking about the situation. Now they got a one up on me because they kept stalking me, and I couldn't I wasn't able to handle it at the time. I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot. Life, I had a lot of life pressure on me already. So it wasn't really them. It was just that what I was already dealing with on top of them stalking me, right? And it destroys relationships. Like I tried to explain this to my mom and dad, that people stalk, that people watch, that people follow. They don't want no parts of it. They don't understand it. They don't think it's real. So what, son? It happens to me all the time. Like we'll be out and then somebody will walk over to my dad. He'll be like, "See, son, just happened to me. What are you talking about?" So I think it's a little bit of gaslighting, but I honestly think they really kind of don't know. But I think it's still, I think it's a little bit of gaslighting, but they're not doing it. So the fact that they're not doing it, I'm not holding it against them. But I think they know. They just honestly probably just don't care. But it is what it is. They don't see it as a problem because it's not happening to them. So like it's hard for people to care about something when it's not happening to you and you're not experiencing it. If they honestly knew what I was going through and what I was experiencing, that I honestly think that they would be like, "That's wrong. You should take some steps against that. You should try to fix that. What can we do to help?" If they knew how to help, they would obviously help. But because they don't, just like I don't, I'm coming to them for answers. So as a victim of the gang stalking, make sure you take it easy on the people that you're telling your issues to, because they may not know, and you don't want to get upset, because gang stalking, it leaves you angry, it leaves you upset, it leaves you frustrated, it leaves you on edge. You're an abused victim. So when you're talking to people, this is something that's very passionate. You're very triggered. This is something that's very near and dear to you because it's happening to you. So don't, when you're explaining it to people, when you're talking to people about it, don't be so hung up about it. Don't be so hurt about it. Don't be so in your feelings about it, because you don't want to end up destroying a relationship because somebody is trying to destroy you mentally and you're trying to get help. That's all the gang stalkers tactics, is because what they're doing is covertly. All right, gang stalking is a covert narcissistic tactic. It's a tactic that narcissists use to covertly psychologically harass your mind. And what they want to do is they want to destroy your relationships. They want you to appear crazy to your family, crazy to your girlfriend, crazy to your homeboys, crazy to the people at your job. All right, you got people at your job doing this to you. You go to somebody and tell them, and to tell the manager. Now everybody at the job thinks you're crazy. That's happened to me too. I'm sitting here at Arby's trying to work, and people are getting in my way and doing things to try to make it harder for me to do my job. I'm talking to people. I'm telling the manager, "What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see that." They're just trying to help. Nobody's trying to help when they're trying to agitate you and piss you off. How is that helping? All right. So the fact that you don't want to work there anymore because every time you go to do your job, people are going to agitate you and piss you off to the point where you want to take somebody outside and drag them and throw them in the dumpster. And everybody thinks it's funny because they don't know you. They don't like you. All right, they're not chosen. They're children of the devil. They're all clicking up with each other. A whole bunch of narcissists against an empath, against a light being, against a star seed, against a chosen one. You always know it's them versus the chosen ones. It's the demons versus the children of God. It's the evil ones versus the chosen ones. And when you go to a job as a chosen one, you damn near hit the lottery if you find you find another chosen one at any of these demonic hotspot jobs. All right, there's hot spots for demonic energy. Okay, if cell phones will run on demonic energy, every time you go to work, you have full bars. Okay, your phone will be working so good. All right. So these people try to make you seem crazy. And what's really bad is when you find out that the person you were talking to or the person you were dating or your friend is a whole demon, and they were on that side, they were on that team the whole entire time, because how you could tell is the person's energies will match. Even if the person is not aware of the gaslighting yet, even if the person is not aware of that type of manipulation or that type of abuse yet, if their energy is the same as the other person, aka if that person's toxic, if the person you're talking to is toxic and you're not aware of it yet because they're hiding it, and the people that are gaslighting you are toxic, that person that you're talking to is going to gaslight you as well. They may be doing it on purpose, they may not know, but they're not going to be either aware, or they're not even going to give a fuck about the toxic behavior being given to you, because they're toxic too. They're just waiting and hiding it and holding back, and they're going to display that behavior to you in a short amount of time. All toxic people roll together. All toxic people know they're toxic. They all click up. They all recognize their energy. They all know that energy when they're out in public, when they're all talking to each other, when they all see each other. They all give each other these looks. I've went to places and people who didn't even know each other will instantly click up in a second, because they all see that you're a chosen one. They all see that your energy is different, and they all see that their energy is toxic. All right. They all can tell when a non-toxic person enters the room. You can tell when a non-toxic person enters the room. You can tell when a toxic person enters the room. That's why when you get around these people, you shift the energy, because they're toxic and you're not. When you enter a room full of toxic people and you shift the energy, it's because they feel your good energy. They feel your non-demonic presence. They feel you have more light in you than darkness in you. And they have more darkness in them than light in them. So they automatically pick up on that. And that's why they automatically start treating you different. That's why they automatically start gaslighting you and start haunting you. Like, I could just automatically, I just wait for when I go to a new job for this. Like, okay, when are they going to start? When is it going to happen? And I've thought positive. I'm not attracting this like from my thoughts. I'm not attracting this from my thinking. This is just because when you're a chosen one, when you're a child of God and you have light, your light is going to attract their darkness. So when I'd be walking around the job minding my business, and then sooner or later, here comes somebody out of nowhere, cut me off, walk in front of me. I got to see the back of their head and prepare my hot dog bun and my ketchup, because I got to stare at that fat ass neck of fat at the back of your neck with all them bumps on the back to show that you don't even wash your neck with that poorly lined up fade that you got. How dare you walk in front of me before lunchtime, and I gotta stare at the back of your neck? It looked like a whole bunch of pop marks and a hot dog. All right, look like somebody done poked a hole in the back of your head and put a hot dog next to it. All them damn pimples and stuff. Like, don't nobody want to see that, man. You want to cut me off? Show me something good. Show me something fly. All right. Like, have a nice, at least if you're gonna be narcissistic, at least look good while you do it. All right. People, we want to walk around with funky clothes and dirty hair and looking nasty. Want you to see them and want your attention and want your energy, bro. What you trying to get my attention for with that big ass hot dog on the back of your neck? I'm about to have it for lunch, man. I'm about to cut it off, put it on the grill out back. Okay, we don't need a pack of Franks. We got you here at work today. You are the pack of Franks. How many more of them neck fat rolls you got back there? It look like we got a whole pack of hot dogs. Okay, with that neck, plus the mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard when you pop them damn zits you got on the back of your neck. Okay. Like, and you got the nerve to want to walk in front of somebody and steal their attention and try to take their thunder, as they say. These people are weird, man. Like, you're not even going to focus on your hygiene. You're not even going to take care of yourself. You're not even going to make sure you right before you be narcissistic. Like, what are you showing off? How many more hot dogs you can get? I had 7 yesterday. I got 8 now. Haha. What now, Drew? You see the 8 hot dog? It's bigger than all of them. or so I better yet, it credit like no offense to anybody dealing with and with the Mr. Clean style, but it also cracks me up when the narcissist is bald and they want to like get in front of you and act weird and stuff. I'm like, bro, I could see what you're thinking from here, crystal ball head. I can see what you're thinking from here. Stop worrying about me and focus on yourself. I'm not focused on you. You're lying to dead to my face. I can see it. I see you thinking about me right now. What are you talking about? I can see you thinking about me, and I need to look with glasses because I'm blinded by the light with the sun shining off your bright head. Okay, how you got a bright head without having a bright head? Don't make it make sense. This math ain't mathing, homie. You got a bright head, but you don't have no bright. You don't got nothing bright in that head. Get the heck out the way, fool. All right. So I mean, they'll do a number to you. All right. At least they'll try. But the thing is, they want to destroy your relationships, and that's what just that is sick, man. I that is sick. I had to take care of that gang stalker because of that. That is sick, yo. You don't like that's wrong to try to destroy somebody's relationship because you're jealous, because you're a hater. They saw that me and this young lady was really enjoying ourselves and having a good time. And she couldn't take the fact that I'm always calling her and telling her about these issues. Yo, man, these people are stalking me. These people are following me. I'm stressing, man. People are getting on my nerves. People are getting in my way. People are following me. People are cutting me off. People are trying to get my attention. People are trying to steal my energy. And this was before I was still fully coming into consciousness about about who I am, about what it fully means to be chosen, and how people are going to take it and how people are going to react to you. And because she's not chosen, she ain't understand. She ended up being a demon and a narcissist. But before I knew, I thought it was all good, man. I thought it was all good. She ended up having narcissistic qualities and being demonically possessed. But yo, neither here nor there, man. We had fun before I found out. Shorty was corrupt. We had real good time. But it's hard for a person. It's hard for people to and it's hard for people to understand what you're going through when you're going through this type of abuse, because it's done covertly, which means it's not done on the outside. It's like done. You have to have a keen eye. It's like the naked eye can't see it. All right, it's like on some spiritual stuff. It's passive aggressive. It's low key. These people low key try to tear you down. They low key try to get in your head. They low key try to break you down. All right, you go to the store, they follow you to the store. You go to the store, they're coming back from the store. You're coming back from the store, they're going to the store. Whatever you do, they're copying you. You went to the store wearing a blue shirt, they're going to the store after you wearing a blue shirt. You put your glasses on, they're walking in front of you before you could even leave with glasses on. These people are weird, and the behavior after a while, when you're not advanced, when you're not in control of how you feel about these people, when you're not improved to the level of somebody who cannot be bothered by this type of behavior, is going to affect you until you learn how to not be bothered by it. So early in my stages of life, when I didn't know how to not be bothered by this behavior, it ruined a lot of opportunities. It ruined a lot of relationships, and that's what they want to do. That's their whole aim and their whole objective, because this gang stalking is reactive abuse. These people want you to react to their BS so that way they look normal, like they're not doing anything wrong, because their abuse is covert. And when you react to it, your abuse is out in the open. All right, your reaction is not covert. Your reaction is out in the open. Everybody could see it. Why is that person over there freaking out? And then you got this person standing next to you not doing anything. But this is the 15th time this person done stepped in front of you and walked in front of you when all you're trying to do is mind your business. This person is watching you, looking in between shelves and waiting for you to walk over here so they could walk over there too and get in your way and try to upset you somehow, bump into you so you drop something. You know how many times I've been at work and people just bump into you for no reason, wanting to touch you. They know you don't want nothing to do with them. They know you want to stay away from them. They know that you know that they have bad energy. They know they have bad energy. They use that bad energy to get to you. Don't allow these people's bad energy to get to you. All right. They want their bad energy to affect you in a way to where you lose everything. It's foul, it's manipulative, it's destructive, and they want to ruin your life. They want to use their gang stalking to ruin your life. All right. These people want to affect your mind so that you'll never have any mental rest. They want to affect your mind so that you never have any peace. A person that never has any peace of mind is always going to be on edge. When you're always on edge, you're constantly going to be getting into fights. You're constantly going to be having arguments with people. You're not going to be able to see things clearly. You're not going to be able to process things clearly. A simple minor mistake, somebody bumping into you, stepping on your shoe, you may freak out because this is the 20th time somebody did something to you today, even though this actually might have been a mistake. Now you freaking out on the person that caused the mistake. All right, excuse the lawnmower noise campaign. Now you freaking out on the person that caused the mistake because they want you to destroy your own life. They want you to be so mad, so upset that you're constantly always ruining your own self, ruining your own plans, ruining your own goals. They know if they could get you out of that job, you won't have any money. They know that when you have money, you look good. They don't want to see you look good. They don't want to see you take care of yourself. So what do? They find a way to get you out of that position because they don't want to see you make money. They don't like you having money. Maybe you handle money better than people. Maybe people have houses. Maybe people have cars. Maybe people have kids. Maybe they don't have as much money as you at the end of the day every Friday when they get paid, even though they got a better job than you. They got a better job than you. And because you don't have as much as them, you're able to keep more of your money. Maybe this person is just a show off. Maybe they trying to act like they got it, but they don't got it. Maybe you got a lesser position than them, but you got it because you're able to save money. You're able to stack money. You're able to put money up. I've seen it. I've done it. I was a janitor and people in managerial positions had less money than me. I could feel it. I knew it. I could sense the hate and energy. Every time I got paid, I was happy and they were mad because their money was going to bills, and my money was going to the the ceiling. I was stacking my money up. I always stack my money up. I'm still stacking my money up. All right, to this day. To this day. All right. And gang stalking causes victims to be upset. It causes you to lose out on opportunities. When you're getting stalked and harassed at your job, you're not going to be as polite and happy as everybody else. Oh, what's wrong with Jamal? Jamal is being harassed. Jamal is being stalked. Jamal is they're not leaving Jamal the hell alone because Jamal just want to do his job. All right, when Jamal or whoever, all right, Chris is getting bothered, Aaron's getting bothered. Screw Chris and Aaron, but they're getting bothered anyway. All right, I just said those names anyway. Forget them people. But the people that are getting bothered are always going to be on edge. All right, people that are getting gang stalked aren't going to be happy. Nobody's going to be happy if they're getting gang stalked. Nobody's going to be happy when people are constantly trying to force themselves into your life and cause problems for you. Who's gonna be happy about that? I gotta go be around these people. Every time you leave your apartment complex, you're afraid. You gotta go outside and see somebody that you don't like. I'm here to tell you today, don't be afraid of these people. They want to put you in fear because this is how they put you in fear. You don't like them, and you're not even afraid of these people. You're really not afraid of these people. You just don't like them, and you're just sick of them, and you're just tired of their negrotivity. You're tired of their garbage behavior. Okay, you're tired of their wicked ways. All right, you're tired of narcissists. You're tired of the nigga cyst. You're tired of any of them, any cyst. Okay, you're tired of it. All you want is peace, positivity, love, and light, and people see that and they want to bring negative energy to you. So it's not that you're afraid. You just want to avoid the negative energy. And what they do is they put you in fear because you don't want to have your energy corrupted. You don't want to have your vibration lowered. You don't want to have your energy tainted because they're sick, they're corrupted, and they're evil. So what you do is you avoid them and stay away from them because it keeps your energy good. They're over here, you go over there. They're over there, you go over here. After a while, they pick up on that. They follow you around and they think that they have power, but all you're doing is avoiding their toxicity. But don't be afraid of their toxicity. Don't back down because those people are toxic. All right, you walk past them, have no fear. Look them in the eye if you want to. Don't look them in the eye if you want to. Some people say it's best to make no eye contact. I like to personally, if I feel like it, if I'm angry enough, I like to project how they make me feel into them. And sometimes that will put fear into them and that will make them scared. When you learn to control your energy and you give off the vibe of I will whoop your fucking ass if you don't leave me the hell alone, people feel that. People, when you give off the vibe of I will whoop your ass if you don't leave me the hell alone, people feel that. So a lot of times you'll waste that energy with an outburst. Ah, leave me alone. Or why are you bothering me? Don't do that. That's weak. Control that energy, hone that energy, turn it into some thinking. What you're doing is you're reacting off the fear. What you're doing is you're reacting off of anger. What you're doing is you're reacting off of your emotion, how they're making you feel. Don't react off how they make you feel. That's how they get you. React off of what you think. Okay, think about how they make you feel. This person's making me really mad. If this person's keep doing this, I'm gonna beat the shizzle out of this for dizzle. Okay, so let me go to other whizzle, because if I don't, they gonna be they're gonna be in a puddle of their own fluid. Okay, if I put the izzle on that, I don't know if y'all got it. I was gonna say pizzle or bizzle, but it ain't. Okay, ain't gonna need to take it that far. All right, I ain't trying to lose nobody. We staying on focus, staying on track. But yo, it's like you go the other way to avoid their negative energy, and you stay away from them and their negative energy. But what you do is you harness how they make you feel. Think about it. Don't react to it. If you think about how they make you feel, you'll be able to respond to it rather than just getting upset about how they make you feel. Think and respond. Don't react. When you react, you don't think. You lose your cool. You go act off emotion. You act off anger. You give them your frustration. You give them what they want. When you think and look at the situation from a logical point of view, you're using your mind. You're using your God. You're using God when you use your mind. All right. And when you use God, you're bringing the power and presence of God into the situation. So always go to God, always talk to God. Talk to God, talk to God, talk to God. You don't even got to start praying. Just talk to God. God, I'm about to whoop this motherfucker's ass. All right. I need some help. All right, God, give me the patience so I could get through this. Give me the wisdom, the understanding so I can get through this. God, I need you to put the presence and power on me of your presence and power so we can burn up these evil spirits so I don't even got to fight, because this is not my fight. I'm letting you fight this, God. Let God fight your battles. Let God fight these demons. Let God fight these evil, wicked ones. His spirit, the spirit of God on you, when you're in the presence of evil, it will destroy and wipe out all negativity, because you will be covered by the blood of Jesus. And that blood of Jesus will cover you and protect you and keep you safe. And the power and presence of God will destroy and obliterate. Okay, obliterate all these demons, and they'll be out of here. They'll be gone. They'll be destroyed. All right, and you'll be able to keep your peace of mind. You won't be reacting to them. You'll be walking by them. You'll be smiling at them. Their behavior will be comical to you. You'll feel more powerful than you've ever felt. You'll feel amazing. They won't be able to make you feel bad. What they want to do is they want to make you hate your life, and they want you to feel imprisoned. They want you to feel enslaved by their behavior. They want you to feel stuck, like you're in a jail of narcissism, like you're in a jail cell of vampirism, like you're in a jail cell of negativity. They want you to stay stuck in these mindsets and feel that there's no escape. They want you to feel that there's no escape, there's no way out. I'm always going to have to be subject to this behavior. No, you're not. Evil is weak. God is strong. You are strong. Greater is he that is in you, and that he that is in you is the presence and the power of God. Don't just say greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Sometimes we say that and then we still wondering why we still don't feel so great. We wonder why he and us don't feel great. He and us doesn't feel great because you're forgetting the addition. You're forgetting to add this to the equation. Greater in he that is in me than he that is in the world, and that he that is in you is the presence and the power of God. That he that is in you is actually God himself in you, the presence and the actual God. Yes, the actual real God in you, the presence and power. The power of God, okay? The power of God, the God that will send them to hell, the God that they're going to see on Judgment Day, the God that is going to give them repercussions for their actions. Yes, that God is in you. So these non-believers, these evil ones, these people with no faith, these people who don't fear doing you wrong and stalking you and causing you all types of torment, don't even worry about it. You have the power and the presence of God in you. Just walking by them is going to put them in fear. These people are going to start to fear you. Once you start to control this energy, once you start to grab hold of this energy, they're going to run from it because your energy is going to be controlled. They're already afraid of you. That's the thing. And constantly remind yourself so they can't. So what they do doesn't agitate you. You have to remind yourself that they can't cause you any harm because you believe in God. They can't cause you any harm because God is protecting you. They can't cause you any harm. They can't hurt you. They can't bother you. All right. So make sure you affirm that when you see them, when they're doing their weird stuff, when they start to pop out the woodwork like zombies, they can't hurt you. So what, they're watching you. So what, they're looking at you. So what, they're following you. Only so what? Because they can't hurt you. Only ignore it. Only so what? Because they can't hurt you. Not so what? Like this isn't happening to you. Not so what, like you're not experiencing this. Not so what, like this isn't what you're going through. Not so what, like they're not stalking you, trying to make you question your reality, trying to make your sanity go away. All right, these people are evil and they're behind whoop. They deserve to get beat up. They deserve to get their skull cracked open with a cinder block with the amount of evil and negativity that they try to project in other people's lives. All right. I was going to the store the other day and somebody, when I got to the store, because I walk to the store. I walk right now. I'm getting a car very soon. All right. I'm speaking that into existence. I see myself with a car. All right. And I'm going to be driving a nice car too, a very nice car. And I'm going to the store, and when I get to the store, I walk fast. When I get to the store, the people let me know, as always, that they watched me there because they walked there too, or maybe they followed me, they saw me walking, they were driving there. I go to the store every day, so people watch you. I try to switch my times up, but they love watching you. They love watching everything you do. So it's damn near impossible to not be seen by these people because they have no life. They're bored. You are their life. You are their entertainment, their soap opera, their show, their Netflix. You're their everything. Okay. It's just, you are everything to me. You're everything to them. Okay. And I get inside the store, y'all, and the people say, the person in line, right? When I get to the register, he's like, "Oh no, take your time. I'm in no rush." And I'm like, "Okay, that's weird." And it's like, why? And then somebody else says it, and it's like, all right, they're trying to make me aware. They're psychologically trying to let you know that they watched you. It's gaslighting. All right, that's the ultimate gaslighting. That's level 5 gaslighting. All right, that's boss level gaslighting. We're not even interacting with you. We're just letting you know that we watched you. We're letting you know that we watch you all the time. Excuse that lawnmower. These people know I'm making videos. All right, they're just noise campaigning, so it's all good. Just ignore that noise. You can still hear me loud and clear. Don't pay no attention to these beautiful people outside cutting grass. Okay, and we have love for, and make sure you have love for these people trying to stop you, because otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna have resentment. And having love for them is better for you, regardless of how evil and twisted they are, because it allows you to be a good person for you, so you can feel good, so that you're not holding on to toxicity. Toxicity makes you sick, raises your blood pressure, it hurts your health. You don't want to have toxic health. So everybody sink in and synchronize yourself with the motor of that lawnmower. Okay, all my high vibrational beings, that ain't nothing but a frequency. So just tune into that frequency and enjoy the rest of this video. All right, my light beings, my star seeds, my chosen ones. So like I was saying, I went to the store and they let me know that they were following me. And the person that was ahead said it, "I'm not in a rush." All right, okay. I'm like, my intuition is letting me know that they watched me walk to the store. It's only one town. It's only this one store is in the whole town. All right, so I go to the store, and then the second person in line says the same thing. The last person in line, "I'm not in no rush." And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, yo, I'm like, well, y'all just worried about yourselves. I'm like, why y'all worried about me? Y'all obviously watch me walk here. I'm like, can y'all just do what y'all gotta do? I'm like, I'm not in no rush either. I'm like, can y'all just worry about yourself and do what y'all need to do so everybody can do so everybody could go? See, that's the thing. They'll gaslight you. They'll get in your way. They'll watch you go somewhere, they'll go there too. So they could purposely get in front of you, get in your way, and so they could gaslight you. So they could try to make you question your sanity, try to make you question your reality. Like that's forced gaslighting. I don't even know you. You gang stalked me just so you could gaslight me. All this stuff correlates. All these traits all have to do with narcissism and the people that carry them out. They're all narcissists. They're all energy vampires. They all behave the same way. It's all lower vibrational activity. These people are all vibrating on a low frequency. All right, they're all vibrating at the lowest part of themselves. They're all vibrating from the lowest chakra. They're all vibrating from a point of self-destruction, so they want to destruct other people too. I love me. I'm not gonna stop because that lawnmower, y'all. We're gonna keep this rolling. So I hope y'all don't mind. I hope y'all can still hear me. I hope this video is still very useful to you guys, because I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna keep going. The people here, like I said, they stalk me. It's an apartment complex. They see me as a positive person. I stay to myself. I don't talk to them. They're toxic. Their energy is bad. And these guys that cut the grass the same, they do it at the same time every time. They do it near my room. It don't even be grass there, and the dude will still be running the lawnmower by my room. I done watched him cut that area of grass about 4 or 5 times. There won't even be no grass to cut there, but he still runs the lawnmower by my room because they know I make videos. And they, like I said, they want to force themselves into your life. They want to let you know that they're there. They feel they have to be a part of your life, but we don't allow them to get us upset. We don't allow them to get us angry. We talk to God. We focus on God, and we allow God to continue to push us in the right direction, heal us, make us better, make us richer, make us stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay, so I'm in line, and I'm like, okay, I know these guys followed me here. So I'm like, yo, can't you guys just focus on yourself? Why are you guys so worried about other people? Just let me get my stuff and go. Oh, ain't nobody following you, man. He was already here. He's not even worried about you. I leave the store. The dude got on a backpack just like I do. The dude got shades on just like I do. The dude goes where I'm going before I even freaking get there. I'm like, you know what? I got to start switching up my routes. And that's all it is. You got to switch up your routes because people watch you and they find it funny. They find it hilarious to play these types of games. They're low lifes. They're losers. This is what losers do. This is what low lifes do. They operate at the lowest part of themselves, which makes them narcissists, which makes them have vampiristic behavior, narcissistic behavior. All right. So they want you to ruin all your relationships. They want you to not have any friends. They want you to not have a social life. Oh, yeah, they definitely don't want you to have a social life because you're so influential that you could influence a lot of people. You could change a lot of people's minds to think positively. If people are thinking negatively about something, you can make them think positively about it. If they want people to think death, you'll make people think life. They want people to think hate, you influence people to think with love. They want people to think broke, poverty, you'll encourage people to think prosperity, wealth, money. They're rich. Whatever is negative, you encourage people to think positive. So when people see that you're a positive person, they'll gang stalk you just because of that, just because of what you represent. If you represent a positive idea, if you represent change, if you represent growth, if you represent hope for a people, for God's chosen people, that's it. That's all you need to do right there. All you need to do is represent hope and power for God or his chosen people, and they're going to gang stalk you. They're going to try to make you seem less influential. They're going to try to make you seem like you have a problem, like there's something wrong with you. So that way nobody will believe what you say. That way nobody will want to hear what you have to say. That way nobody will want to be a part of your movement. If they could convince people to think that there's something wrong with you, nobody's going to want to listen. Okay, nobody's going to want to listen. Something's wrong with this person. They're going to try to discredit everything you say because what you're saying is so credible, so incredible, so influential. All it is it's a message from God. You're just a vessel. They're trying to stop God's message from you to the people. They want to silence you. They don't want your message to get out, because if your message gets out, it's going to change people's minds. It's going to wake people up. People aren't going to take people's BS anymore. When you come around, people stand up for themselves. That's why the managers at the jobs don't like you. When you come around, people at the job are less likely to take people's BS. Druull ain't taking that. Why should I? If Druull not taking, if you're not about to do Druull like that, he just got here. You're not going to do him like that. What makes you think you're going to do us like that? You make people stand up for themselves. You make people realize what's wrong. When things are wrong, people don't stand up for them. When you stand up for what's right, when something is wrong, you're going to be gangstalked. When you stand up for something that's right, when you stand up for something that's righteous, when you stand up for something that's good, those people are going to come after you. Whether it's cyberbullying, cyber stalking, whether I was working at McDonald's and I read the employee handbook, and then people stalked me because I read the employee handbook. Then people stalked me because I read the employee handbook, yo. But I was going through so much at the time, I could have took legal action against them. I'm telling you, that's why I'm telling you, you have to think and use your mind. Sometimes God is blessing you with an opportunity. Sometimes God's blessing you with a bag when people try to treat you bad. Sometimes you have to keep your eyes open, your ears open. Don't always get ratchet on them just because you can. Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't go to jail. Let me turn up on them. No. Turn up on them with the paperwork. Show them real smarts. They want to use their mind and gaslight you. They want to use their mind and have psychological warfare on you. Wage paperwork warfare on them. All right. Wage warfare on them in the form of paperwork. All right, get rid of these people. Get their business shut down. Get them fired. They want to get you fired, get them fired. Take legal action on these people. If something's not right, something's not right. If something is wrong, something is wrong. Stand up for yourself. Don't worry about how people are going to look at you. Don't worry about how people are going to react to you. Don't worry about how people are going to take it. Something's not right, something's not right. Okay? But these types of people, when you do stand up, you have to be careful who you stand up to, though. Because if you've already tried to explain this to someone, a family member, a friend, a significant other, if you've already tried to explain this to them and they're not getting it, I would give up. Don't try to explain it to them anymore. Don't not love that person. If that person is still good to you, if that person is not just behaving that way to you, if that person is a pure-hearted person, they just don't have the awareness, don't break off the relationship with that person. Maybe distance yourself from that person, go low contact with them until you figure out how to improve, how to better yourself, and how to not be affected by the gang stalking. Because the gang stalking is real. Whether your partner believes it or not, gang stalking is real. Whether your parents believe it or not, gang stalking is real. Whether your manager at work believes it or not, gang stalking is real. That's why I really advise talking to God. If you're not going to go to a therapist, if the people at your job, if you don't know any of them personally, if you haven't been working there for a few years, if you're not friends with any of these people, I wouldn't try to explain what is going on or what's happening to you, because it's only going to make the situation worse. When you try to explain gaslighting and things like that to people, like I said, I've had people at jobs call me crazy. Everybody at work is now gaslighting you because you blew the whistle. You're a whistleblower. They go after whistleblowers. That's why they call it that. Well, he's a whistleblower. She's a whistleblower. All right, when you bring up what's wrong, when you bring attention to what's not right, they will try to ruin your life. All right, when you bring up matters that they feel are unimportant, but it's important to you, you're annoying them. You're bothering them. You're pestering them. They know it's wrong. They just don't feel like filling out the paperwork. They know it's wrong. They're just demonic and they don't care. They know it's wrong. That person's a devil and they're a devil. They know it's wrong. They both have toxic behavior, though. Two toxic people are peas in a pod. Toxic people are always going to be friends with each other because they got the same energy. They're always going to be toxic with each other. Birds of a feather flock together. All right, their vibe is definitely their tribe. That toxic energy loves toxic energy. They love getting together, talking about people, gossiping about people, making fun of people, laughing at people, throwing people's names in the dirt. making people look bad. They love that. There's nothing to do at work. And these people are evil and they don't know how to use their mind. When people are evil and they don't know how to use their mind, they are left to operate at the lowest version of themselves. So when they operate at the lowest version of themselves, when they're not reading the Bible, when they're not praying to God, when they're not asking God for guidance, when they're not asking God for wisdom, when they're not asking God for understanding, when they're not going to God and asking them to renew their mind and give them a clean heart and give them a righteous spirit, these people are staying the same. They're not improving from year to year. You guys make more improvement in a whole year than some people make in a whole lifetime. I'll repeat that. You guys make more improvement in a whole year than most of these demons make in a whole lifetime. That's why they don't want you at the job, because they see you making improvement. They see you making light speed improvement. All right. They see you making God speed improvement. These people that you live with, they see your life moving at God's speed. They see God moving in your life. They hear you praying. They walk by your door. They're probably walking up to your door and listening right now. All right. But they know that you have they know you have faith. They know you pray. They'll even gaslight you about God. Oh, Jesus. When you believe in God, I know you have had people do that at your job to you, gaslight you about the Lord. Like God's not real or something. Like God didn't wake them up this morning. All right, these people are fools, man. You're not gonna obey the Creator. You're not gonna give gratitude to the Creator. These people don't want to be blessed. These people don't want goodness from God. All they want to do is be at their little toxic job. They love their little toxic job. These people love them little toxic jobs. They love clicking up. They love having people come there thinking that they're gonna have a job, and then having that person think that they're gonna work there and that job's gonna work for them and it's gonna work and it's gonna last, and the people are gonna work with them and be their friend and even if they're not going to be their friend, just let that person work there. Just let that person live. They think that job is going to work out for them. But the people who work there secretly, the boss, the manager, when they all clock out and they all standing there smoking their cigarette and they say, oh, you could go. You're good. Oh, yeah. We don't need you anymore. Have a good night. Yeah, yep. Okay. What do you think they're doing? They're talking about y'all. They're gossiping about y'all. You think he gonna get hit on the way home? I hope so. I went to work and I was working and the people at the job were saying I'm still alive every time I came to work. I didn't even know what that was. The girl was like, "Yep, that's something," and she said, "Yeah, I meant that, and it does mean something." And I'm like, okay." She was mad because I said she had some frog legs. She was built like a frog, but I thought she was fine, man. Like a lot of like ladies, man. Sidebar: if a dude is staring at you and a dude is looking at you and a dude is looking at you like this, like, and he got a jokey joke, it's just a damn jokey joke. But yo, when people hate you and you try to be normal and you try to be friendly and you try to have fun with people, people gonna hate your guts. All right, when you're an angel and you trying to ha ha he he with demons, it ain't gonna work. All right. She was built like the WB. Yeah, she was built like the WB. I thought I was about to watch Looney Tunes after she left work every day. But I thought she was fine though, man. And I wanted to make her mine though, man. But it wasn't that time though, fam. When that time, fam. Yo, she was fine, man. She looked like Lotto. She looked like a thick Lotto, man. She had little hood, little braids and stuff. I'm like, damn, shorty fine, man. She got a little Lotto style. You know, I was in Florida at the time. I was down south. She had a little Florida style, little country, little southern swang. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling shorty, man. With her little frog leg style. I'm like, yo, what up, Ribbit? And then, yo, she took that shit to heart, man. She didn't know that I really liked her. You know what I'm saying? All I was doing was just trying to be friends. But yo, she took that shit to heart. She wanted a player dead. She wanted Druuill dead. I'm coming to work after I said frog legs. She talking about some, I'm still alive. Every time I show up to work, I'm still alive. What does that mean? A month later, I'm seeing people dead, shot in the head, coming up out the hospital bed, talking about some, I'm like, dead. That's what she wanted from me? All because I said some frog legs? I'm down at the WB. She was so mad about that. Frog, yo, her leg kind of like, her thigh went straight to her back. It was like back thigh. Like her butt was shaped like a thigh. She had the thigh butt. And I thought maybe she need to do some squats, some lunges. Okay, maybe she need to do some lunges. Don't hate me because don't hate me because you looking out here looking like nature. Okay, frog legs, relax. Frog legs. She had frog legs, man, and I guess she was upset because she ain't had no butt. And she was so mad. But I thought she was so bad. But anyway, yeah, man. She like those people at that job hated me. You're not gonna be able to be friends with people who don't like you no matter what. I've been at so many jobs and so many work environments where I tried to be friends with people. I tried to make the people like me. All I was doing was forcing myself against them. A person forced against their will is of the same opinion still. That's a Les Brown quote. Look it up. A person forced against their will is of the same opinion still. Shout out to Les Brown. All right. But after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm not forcing these people against their will, because every time you try to force somebody, they're still going to have the same opinion. You try to force yourself on somebody, no matter what, they're still going to feel the same way about you. You try to force yourself on these gang stalking, haunting, vampiristic, narcissistic jobs, they still going to feel that way about you. They still going to feel that you're the chosen one. They still not going to like you. They still going to talk about you behind your back and want to see you not have nothing. It's just the way they are. You're not going to change these people's minds, okay? But the one thing you can do is change your mind. I wouldn't even try to change their mind, and I wouldn't try to change the people's minds that don't believe that you're going through this type of behavior. That's why I always say talk to God. If you're not going to talk to a therapist, talk to God. God got you when it comes to these types of things. All right, God created good, God created evil. I mean, he's the co-author of this thing. I would go to him and talk to the Most High about it. Like when I talk to God about these issues, I feel empowered. I feel full. I feel renewed. I feel like my spirit has been recharged. I feel revitalized. I feel like Jesus. When I talk to other people about it, I feel drained. I feel like a fool. I feel dumb. I feel like I'm wrong. I feel like I'm worthless. I even feel like there's something wrong with me. Like I got a mental issue or something like that. But that's what the gang stalkers do. Gang stalkers know that nobody's going to understand what's going on to you. It's a covert, diabolical behavior. All right, it's very evil. Okay, and the people that employ this type of behavior are very evil people. They have no souls. They're liars. God doesn't love them, and they're evil ones. They're Satan's seed, the children of Satan. These people are on call for the devil. All right. You know how people are on call, ready to, whenever that job call them to go to work, whenever they see a chosen one, they are on call. They know they have to do the devil's work. They know that that's somebody they got to take out. They know that that's somebody that they have to try to make life hard. They have to try to destroy. They got to make that person have a difficult time. They always have to make things harder for the chosen ones, because we have God in our life and God makes things easy for us. They see God making things easy for us. That's why they want to try to make it hard. But the thing is, when you try to get in God's way, you're doomed. When you try to get in God's way, you are cursed. You're writing a check that your ass can't cash. You're just they want to see you destroyed. They don't know just how serious about how God is about his chosen ones and how bad they are destroying themselves by trying to cheat you out of your opportunity, your God-given opportunity. All right, they're trying to get in the way of God. They're trying to get in the way of God's good, God's progress, God's love, God's success for you. If you believe in God, you pray for success, that's not your success. That's God's success. You believe in God, you pray for good, that's not your good. That's God's good. God gave that to you. It's yours, but it's attached to God. And when they try to get in between that, they are cursing themselves. All right. They're writing a check that their ass can't cash. And they are going to have to pay the price for that. All right, they're going to be cursed. Everybody attached to them is going to be cursed. Things are going to start falling apart. Things aren't going to work out for them like they thought. Finances are going to start disappearing. Jobs are they may not lose their job, but that job might go bankrupt. That job may quit. That job may move to a location. Now they got to go to Omaha or Iowa or something. Now they got to relocate. Go all the way to Arizona. Who knows? But what you want to do is not let this get to you, whether people understand you or not. God is always there for you. God will always be there for you. And God always understands what you're going through. All right, he created Jesus. Jesus went through this before us. All right, Jesus went through this before us. We're the modern day Jesus. All right, we have Jesus in us. Okay, we have Christ consciousness. You can go to that Christ consciousness, contact God, chop it up with God, get re-empowered, get revitalized, get your spirit clean, get your mind right, get your soul clean, get your heart right. God will get you right. All right. When you talk to people, they leave you feeling like you don't know what you're talking about. They leave you feeling confused. They leave you feeling like what you're talking about doesn't exist. It's not real. They leave you feeling like it's all being made up in your head. You're all just envisioning this. You're all just imagining this. You're not imagining gaslighting. Okay. You're a victim and you are a survivor, but more a survivor than a victim. Don't let these people turn you into a victim. You are a survivor. You're a soldier. All right. So make sure that you realize you are strong. When you being coming out of this abusive behavior, you're strong. Coming out of this abusive behavior, you're empowered. Coming out of this abusive behavior, you're better. You're more stronger, more better, more wiser. They thought they were going to take you out, and they thought they were make you going to hurt yourself, and they thought that they would leave you with no family and no friends. A lot of people who end up gang stalked with no family and no friends as a result of no one believing them end up taking their life. And that's what these people were hoping for you. They were hoping that they would see you on the news. So and so took themselves out because of the pressure became too unbearable. They know that they have this effect on people. That's why I call them devils. And that's why I say the behavior is spiritually wicked and it's demonic, because they know that they are potentially putting someone in a position to be thinking suicidal thoughts. Narcissistic behavior and gaslighting causes a person to think suicidal thoughts because that person feels that's the only way out. Day in and day out, when you're ruminating over reactive abuse, narcissistic abuse, gang stalking, when you feel like you can't go here without somebody trying to get in your way and upset you, when you feel you can't walk out your room without getting watched or stalked, that psychologically bothers a person. It abuses them. It makes their mind start to deteriorate, makes organs shut down, organs fail. People end up getting diseases and end up having certain organs shut down and fail because of the stress from the abuse. So when people don't understand this, don't stress yourself out. Okay, nobody understands it. Write things down. No one may understand me, but I am going through this. These things do happen. Write things down for your own sanity. Record things for your own sanity. You have to make sure that you're doing this for you to stay mentally healthy. Because when you're at the point when no one believes you and what's happening to you, when it is happening, your mental health is at stake. You have to put your mental health first. You can't put anybody's opinion above you. You can't put what anybody is telling you above you. When you trust your intuition and you know what's wrong, and you know that these people, what they're doing is not right and how it's affecting you, you got to take charge. You got to take charge and put yourself first, put your health first, because when your health is at risk and no one is believing you, no one is trusting you, you have to put God first, and you have to make sure that you know without a doubt that your mind isn't seeing things. You're not crazy, and these people are trying to trick you and affect you in a negative way. So with that being said, stay prayed up. All right. These people are devils, and they want to attack you because you believe in God. So keep believing in God. Don't allow their attacks to prosper. Don't allow their attacks to win. Don't allow their attacks to get to you, because no negativity formed against you will prosper, and that negativity won't prosper because you have the power and the presence of God in you. That negativity won't prosper because you're a child of God. That negativity won't prosper because you're going to pray it away. That negativity won't prosper because you're going to think it away. You're going to not allow these people to make you have a negative outlook on your life. They want you to look at your life from a point of, woe is me, it's never going to change. They want you to have a negative outlook on life and not see your life as anything being able to produce anything positive. They don't want you to think that you can have anything positive in your life because they want you to lose out on opportunity after opportunity. I was gang stalked so early in my journey that I thought working and I thought jobs just wouldn't work out for me. I thought having a job would not work out for me. Now that I've worked on myself, I still don't want a job because I'd rather have a business for myself, and I know how to manifest money and I know how to get money without a job. But if I do choose to have a job, or if I get a job, I will be able to keep it because of what I know. I'll be able to keep it because of the growth that I've undergone. All right. And I appreciate the gang stalking, even though it's negative. I appreciate the narcissist, even though it's negative. It's bringing me closer to God. It's making me realize who I really am, how strong I really am, how powerful I really am, and overcoming something so drastic, overcoming something so evil, something so negative, knowing how to get through it, knowing how to stay alive, knowing how to still prosper regardless of it, knowing how to stick with God regardless of it. You feel more powerful because they want to do you so bad that you lose your faith. They want to do you so bad that you stop believing in God. That's what they want to do. They don't want you to believe in God. They are upset and angry at the fact that you have a relationship with God. They're demons. Demons don't want you to have a relationship with God. They want you to be faithless and spineless and fearful and have no courage, just like them. These people have no faith in God at all. All right. They don't have any faith in God. So what they'll do is they'll do the devil's work. They'll do the devil's bidding if it means being able to destroy you. If it means being able to take you down, they'll work for the devil. If they don't like you, if they're jealous of you, if they let jealousy and envy and hatred in their heart, they already filled out the application. They're just waiting to hear back from them. Once they hear back from the devil, they'll carry out that job. They'll carry out that action. They'll carry out the devil's bidding. They'll do his work for him. If it means getting at you, if it means making you look bad, if it means you losing out on that relationship, that business partnership, people will do that too. People will gang stalk you and try to make you not be able to make money. It's called blackballing. People will try to blackball you if you have a unpopular opinion. People will try to blackball you if you don't give them an opportunity. It happened to me when I was in Alabama and I was working. People like this, the people wouldn't hire me because somebody called them and told them that somebody not from here is out here trying to become successful and trying to do their thing. Happened to me in Alabama and happened to me in Florida, in both the little pockets and areas that I was trying to work at. The people were trying to stop me because they knew I wasn't from here. They saw that I was chosen. They saw that I was trying to be successful, but I didn't want anything to do with them. All I wanted to do was become successful. I don't even know y'all. Why do I want anything to do with y'all? All y'all did was give me a job, and I'm doing most of the work anyway. Like, people smile in your face and they don't like you and they just expect you to kiss their ass still. Like, when people smile in your face and you can see that they don't like you, don't play them close. Regardless, if they try to make it seem like you're not going to work there anymore, oh well, you'll find a new job. Don't let people hold things over you because you're chosen and they see that you need something. When people see that they could benefit off you, and when people see that they could get something from you, they will hold things over you because they want to control you and they're using that to manipulate you. Don't let these people control you with the things you need because you don't have everything right now. If there's something that you need, God will give it to you. If that job's not working out, if those people are corrupt, if they're gaslighters, work there as long as you could work there. They want to act up. They don't want to treat you right. Work there as long as you could work there. Because when people don't want you at a place, they'll let you know. When people want you somewhere, they will let you know. So when people don't want you there and you're not wanted, you don't want to be there. No one wants to be where they're not wanted. That's why they're always rubbing it in your face when they see the other people. Hey, huh, what's up? They're all toxic. They will all get along with each other. I'm telling you. They'll stand there. They'll all get along with each other. They'll send you home. They'll tell you take out the trash. They'll have you come in a half hour later after everybody shows up just so they could talk about you and curse you and make fun of you while you're taking out the trash. While you're on your way to work, they're sitting there cursing you. Oh, I wonder if this person's going to get hit by a car. I wonder if something bad's gonna happen to this person. I wonder if this person's gonna get shot on their way to work. They wish all these types of bad things for you. I had somebody break a glass. Somebody broke a glass at this job. I was working at this little wing spot. This dude broke a glass. All right. And he walked past me with the glass and asked me if he cut me. I had a tray in my hand because I was washing dishes. I almost smacked him in the head with the back of the head with this tray, because I'm like, yo, I just watched this. I just watched this Negro cyst try to cut me with this glass here. I just watched this dude walk past me and try to cut me with this glass, and then on top of it, like that shit was sharp, and it was right near. It was right near this part of my arm, right near that part of my arm. So that's an artery right there. Dude was trying to send me to the hospital and then making light of the situation and joking on it. And then later on, he's recording me with his phone. So I'm like, all right, this dude really did do that. Because when I turned around, I looked and he moved the camera away. This is the other situation in the video a couple days ago where I was talking about I was at work and somebody was recording me. So these people will gaslight you and gang stalk you and haunt you and be vampiristic at work at these jobs, acting like they're not. All right, that's one of their favorite thing to do. They know that the manager is not going to do anything to them. These people will do anything for the manager. The manager, who knows how much the manager is paying them. I've seen these people go to like miles for away for the manager to a job like the next city over. You know, so when people will treat people bad, I think there's incentives for it. Not, I think that I know there's incentives for it, because when the manager don't like you, that's bad news. When usually it's just the employees with narcissistic traits and behaviors that you got to watch out for. And nowadays, even the manager's in on it. Even the manager, like, how are you going to hire somebody but you don't want to see them win? You hire somebody just to play with their life, just so you could watch them fail, just so they could think that they are solidified, they could be comfortable. They wait till you get comfortable. They wait till you think it's all good. Oh, he think it's all good. She think it's all good. She thinks she's going to be able to stay here. Then they start to make it hard for you and they make you not want to be there. And then I had the hardest time ever. My parents have had jobs. My parents have worked. My parents worked for everything they had. Their house, their car. They worked for everything. Okay? They great people, all right? Great people. And they don't really want to hear about you having a rough time at work. They think it's just somebody don't want to work. They think it's, oh man, this job is hard, man. The work and the labor and working for people, I just can't do it. No, it's not that. I could work. I could work for people. I don't mind working. Working is cool. It's the energy. All right, I'm an empath. These people will try to destroy me with their energy, try to drain me. These people will try to make me go insane. All right, they know how to bother empathic people. These narcissists know how to affect negative people. I mean, narcissists know how to affect empathic people. Empathic people have to learn how to not be affected by the narcissist. So I will go to them and try to talk to them like, yo, hey, can you help me? I'm having these issues at work. I'm having problems at work. Drew, you're the problem. You're always having problems at work. It's always your job. It's always the people at work. It's always those people. What are you doing? What are you called? What are you have to be causing problems. It's always other people. You're always saying the same thing. It's always somebody else causing you a problem at your job, and you have to do something about it. It has to be you. You can't just be going through the same thing and be having the same problems, and you not playing a part of the problem. You need to be a part of the solution. And I'm like, yo, that don't sound like the most gaslitty stuff out of. Before I knew what gaslighting was, I just get frustrated because I'm just like, I go to them and I'm just like, yo, they don't know. And when I was younger and before I started to doubt myself, because this happened about 1,000,000 times, after a while I started to doubt myself and believe them. I started to believe that I'm like, yo, it's really me. It's something wrong with me. It wasn't. But early on, before I started to doubt myself, I would know. I'd be like, man, I'm like, these people at this job are sick. I'm like, it's nothing that I'm doing. I'm like, it's them. It's not me. My parents just don't get it. And I'm like, I just knew. I'm just like, my parents just don't get it. I'm like, they think it's me, but whatever. It was like my first job. I thought I'd been able to stay there. I thought it wouldn't keep happening to me. But it was like somebody put some type of spell over my finances, or over my financial success, because it's like every job I went to, it's like these same things kept happening. And that's why, looking at my job history, that's why I never kept jobs, was because of reactive abuse. Somebody would always be trying to get at me. Somebody would always be trying to get on my nerves. I didn't know how to control my energy. I didn't know how to not react negatively to the person who was trying to affect me negatively. I didn't know. So when you don't know these things, and people are trying to affect you negatively, and you react, and they see that they could make you react, and you don't know how to not do that, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to react. You're going to freak out. These people are going to affect you. You don't know how to not have them affect you. So until you learn how to control your energy and not have people affect you, people are going to get underneath your skin. But they're going to gaslight you and say you're too sensitive. They're going to gaslight you and say you need thicker skin. All the while, these people are abusing the crap out of you. These people are taking out how they feel on you because they hate themselves. When I was younger, I just chalked it up as, I'm like, yo, I'm happy and I feel good, and they're hating on me because I feel good. I knew it was I knew it was something with them being a hater, and I knew it was something with energy. I'm like, yo, all these people at these jobs are hating on me, and that's all I knew it to be. I didn't know it as chosen. I didn't know it had anything to do with God. Listen to that fool out there. I bet you they didn't even know grass out there. He just cutting because it's real thin. They could hear me making my video. But yo, I didn't know anything about gaslighting, none of that. I just knew, I'm like, yo, people are mad and jealous because I feel good and they don't. Like, I would go to work, even when I stayed to myself, I wouldn't be bothering people. I'm like, people are bothering me because I feel good, or people are bothering me because I'm staying to myself and I'm not saying anything to them. So I'm like, I would go to my parents. I'm like, yo, I'm not saying anything to anybody at work. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just going to work. I'm doing my job, and I'm having problems. It must be you. You're the problem. You must be doing something wrong. You must not be doing your job right. You must not be doing what they're telling you. So you can see what I had. You can see what I had to deal with early on, and realizing that I was just in one large cycle of abuse. Now I'm just working my way out of it. Now I'm realizing a lot of things that happened weren't totally my fault, but they taught me how to boss up, and they taught me how to control my energy, and it taught me how to win in life, and it taught me how to control my anger. It taught me how to control how I answered to problems and stuff like that. So going through all this, the narcissist, the energy vampire, the gaslighting, it'll turn you into who you're supposed to be. They meant it to you for bad. God meant it to you for good. You're going to take all their evil and all their negativity and use it to become your greatest version. And that's why God used them. The devil thinks he's doing you bad, but it's all for your good. They meant it to you for bad. God meant it to you for good. These people tried to stop you. These people gaslighted you. These people tried to blackball you. These people tried to make you not be able to feed yourself, feed your family. They don't want to see you with new shoes. They don't want to see you with a new car. They don't want to see you enjoy your life. They want to see you struggle because they take pleasure in that. They find pleasure in watching people who are better than them do worse than them. I'll repeat that. People who are haters and people who are demonic of the chosen, they take pleasure in watching you, since you're better than them, they take pleasure in watching you do worse than them. Since you're better, they want to see you do worse. Since you're better, they won't have a problem with you doing worse. You'll find this in relatives, family members, friends, significant others. Once they realize and find out you're better than them, once people realize and find out that you're better than them, they're going to want you to do worse than them. It's like some type of law of life. Once a person sees that you're better than them and they're not able to handle that negative energy is going to affect them in such a way that they're going to want to see you do bad. Oh, you think and they're going, because you are better, they're going to think that you're better in their mind. They're gonna think that, oh, you think you're better, oh, you're better. They're gonna take that as a threat. They're gonna take that as something negative instead of something positive. They're going to take you being better than them as something that they need to stop, because they're not going to see it as, oh, this person's better than me. Let me not view it as this person's better than me. Let me view it as this person is in a better position in life than I am, but I could better my position in life just like this person did. They don't think because you're doing better than them, that's where they draw the line. They don't take the time to think that you started from where they were. They don't take the time to think that you got it out the mud. They don't take the time to think that you made a way out of no way. They don't take the time to think that you took nothing and turned it into something. God forbid that. But no, they're too busy and too focused on the fact that you're better. And they have, and that when they have a jealous spirit, that's all they could focus on. When you're better and they have a jealous spirit, when that devilish spirit comes out of them, that's what they're going to do. That demonic behavior is going to possess them because they have somebody around them that's better, that crushes their ego, that destroys their ego, that makes them feel weak, makes them feel powerless. All right, that's when they get anxiety. That's when they feel like they're being abused because you're abusing their ego because you're better than them. And God created you better than them. God created you to be better than them. God created your spirit in you and he created their spirit in them. The spirit in them is supposed to look at you and supposed to take heed and see you as a message. All right. They're responsible for how they treat you and they're when they meet you, and they're responsible for picking up things for you and learning from you. As a chosen one, you're being better than them. You're put here to be an example. That's the only reason why God made you better. God didn't make you better just for you to be like, I'm better than you. So what? Ha ha. No, God made you better for them to look up to you so they could be as greater or better. And that's the thing. They don't realize they could be greater than us. All right. These evil ones have the potential to be better than a chosen one, but they don't want to go to God. They don't want to reinvent their mind. They don't want to renew their mind. They don't want to ask God for a clean heart, ask God for a righteous spirit. They don't want to grow. They want to stay on that demonic frequency because whatever they get from it. All right, a lot of people like demonic energy. There are a lot more demons out there than not. So being a demon, having demonic energy is not frowned upon. It's cool. People, since there are more demons, the demons have a lot more in common with each other. All right, they don't stand out. They fit in. Everybody wants to fit in. All right, nobody wants to. If you're too afraid to not stand out, if you're too afraid to not walk a righteous walk, then if you want to fit in with these people and they're demonic, you're going to end up being demonic because their energy is going to rub off on you. You're going to have to mirror these people's behavior, their energy, and you're going to have to act like them in order to be around them. If you're not demonic like them, then they're gonna kick you out that group. They're not gonna want you in that group. They're not gonna want you to mix with them because you're not evil. Evil people only want evil people around. And if you're around evil people and you're not evil, they want you to drown. Evil people only want evil people around, and if you're not evil, they want you around so you could drown. They want to drown you in misery. They want to drown you in negativity. They want to drown you with their hate that they have for themselves. All right, these people have a huge hate for themselves because God didn't choose them. They're mad, they're upset, and God chose you. So they hate you for that, and they take that out on you because God chose you. You're chosen, they're not. They feel some type of way because God gave you gifts, God gave you abilities, God made you special. God didn't give them anything. God put them here to learn. God put them here to study you. God put you here to be an example for them. That's why they hate you. That's why they're jealous of you. That's why they're always watching you. They're always watching you because they know that they're supposed to be using you as an example to get closer to God. God put his message in you to bring them near, to bring them nigh. But if they don't come to you, if they don't draw themselves to the God in you, so they themselves can get closer to God, all they have to do is get closer to your message, and whatever is wrong with them, whatever's not right with them, is right with you. So they're supposed to see you and look at you as an example to fix themselves and make themselves better. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to look at you as an example to make themselves better, just like Jesus. Jesus was that example. All right, the people looked at Jesus. The people used Jesus as an example to live by, to make themselves better. That's what God chose you to do. That's why you feel like you're supposed to do something special. That's why it feels like you have a calling on your life. That's why it feels like people are trying to stop you from speaking, trying to stop you from spreading your message, trying to stop you from being positive. People are trying to stop you from being positive because you have God's calling on your life. They don't want you to answer the phone. They don't want you to answer the calling. They want you to stay demonic, give up your faith, and they want you to be a loser just like them. But God chose you to be great. God didn't choose you to be a loser, and you could feel that. You always stayed away from losers. You always chose not to do what the losers were doing. You always knew that, you know what? God put me here to do something special. I got to do something with my life, because if not, God's not going to be pleased. I don't want to make God unhappy. I don't want to make God frown. God bless me with all these gifts. God bless me with creativity. God bless me with talents. God bless me with abilities. I'm going to use them. And I think he wants me to use them to help people. I think he wants me to help myself, so that way I could make myself better, and that way I can help other people be better. I feel that God wants me to bring people closer to him. When God put you here to bring people closer to him, the devil is going to try to stop that. The devil doesn't want to see you do that. You think the devil wants to see you carry out God's will on your life? No. The devil wants to stop, seek, and destroy and devour anything he can. He's roaming like a roaring lion. But the Lion of Judah is more powerful than these adders and these lions. All right, the power of Judah is more powerful. All right, you have the power of God on you. You have the power of Christ on you. You have the power of the Holy Spirit on you. You have the blood of Jesus on you. You have God's anointing on you. You have God's protection on you. You're guided by the Most High. You're guided by God. You have his provision. You have his blessing on your life. You're supposed to be speaking positivity into the world. A lot of people don't want to hear positive messages. A lot of people don't like positivity. I was standing waiting for my ride the other day, and this lady, she was talking to a lady. I was Ubering somewhere. This lady was telling this lady who was waiting for her taxi all the negative things that she was going through. She was telling her all the negative things without the light at the end of the tunnel. There's no problem bringing awareness to what you're going through if you're being motivated to make a change. If you're just, woe is me, I'm going through this, there's no way out, I'm screwed, I got this problem, I'm going to die, the end of the world is here. Nobody wants to hear that. People only want to hear motivation. People want to hear progression. People don't want to hear anybody complain. People want to hear positivity when they're trying to get help, when they're trying to look for answers, when they're trying to find a way out. People don't want to hear that "what was me" crap. All right, and I walked away from it. And when my Uber pulled up to where I was originally, because that's where the signal came off of where I was standing at when I originally booked the ride, I had to walk back there to get the ride. So after walking away from her negativity, because I didn't want to hear it, I walked back over there, and now she's like talking all positive and this, that, and the other. And she's like, well, yeah, positivity works sometimes. She was saying, like, these demons know you're positive. These demons know you're chosen. They look at you. They see you not having any problems. They see you in your mind, turning your situation around, thinking positive. They could look at you and see you're blessed. They could look at you and see that you're chosen, that things work out for you, that God has his hand on your life. What did she do? Start talking about all these negative things. She's trying to get in my mind. I walked away. That demon saw I was not going to let the demon in her affect me. She wanted the same demon in her that was in me. That demon in her wanted to plant a seed in my mind, and I didn't allow the demon in her to plant a seed in my mind, so I wouldn't have that demon in me. Because if she was sitting here talking about all these things about health, y'all know my views on health. All right, if there's something wrong, belief can fix it. If there's something wrong, Jesus can fix it. If there's something wrong, faith in God can fix it. She's sitting here talking about the doctor this, the doctor that. She's sitting there believing in all these negative things. I usually try to, the old me would have not minded my business, interrupted, talked to her, said all these things. But now people want to argue with you. Now, once I had somebody argue with me and tell me that they were going to have this and it was going to kill them and their disease and their problem was going to take them out, I said, you know what? I'm cool with it. I'm just going to fix myself. And then I stopped wasting my energy trying to heal people, trying to fix people. what I do now is just spread a message, and God blesses me to be able to spread a message so that way people can fix themselves. I don't gotta fix you. You could listen to this video and fix yourself. That's the power of God. God uh, put this positive message on my heart so I could spread it, so I could speak it, so you could hear it, so that way you can fix you. That way you don't have to have anybody fix you. You can fix you. All right, so listen to this video, rewind it, go back to it, play it over and over again, write things down, study it, take notes, and fix yourself, because that's what this video is here for. All right, so don't let these gaslighters ruin your life. That's what they want to do. Gaslighters want to ruin your life experience with the tactics that they employ, with the life they try to set up. They try to set up a bad life for you guys. They want us to have a hard life because they see how easy God is making things for us, because we're blessed. When you go to God, when you believe in God, when you have faith, things are going to be easy. When you believe God is working things out for you, things are going to work out for you. When you think things are going to go good for you, they're going to go good for you. When you have faith that things are going to go your way, things are going to go your way. But haters and jealous people will see that on you, and they'll want to try to plant seeds of doubt. They'll try to sow seeds of the opposite and try to make you think negatively. So don't do that. Don't let these gaslighters, because they're trying to treat you a certain way and nobody may hear you out, nobody may understand. Don't feel alone. All right. If you've seen this video, you're not alone. I'm here with you. All right. Enjoy my content. Enjoy my videos. Show some love in the comment section. And whenever you feel alone, if you want to, hit me up. We could talk. We could chat it up. Hit my email. Hit my inbox. And if you have anything that you need to discuss, if you're going through any issues, if you have anything on your mind, hit me up. We'll talk about it. All right. GCV in the email. I got my Gmail in the description. All right. If you want to be a blessing to the channel, I have my PayPal and my Cash App in there as well. So if you want to bless the channel, I'd appreciate that as well. Everybody have a blessed day. God bless you. Stay strong. We're going to win this. We're going to defeat this. They don't got nothing on us. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. Hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This has been another DruTube special. Major shout out to the chosen vessels. We out. Anybody who stood the test of time and watched this video to the end of this line, you a real chosen vessel. Show me in the comment who a real chosen vessel who watched this video all the way from the beginning to end. My friend. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.